This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motor news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss what transport authorities and jeepney groups think of the consolidation process. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on overtaking rules when in a multi-lane highway. This week's Pine Chapter shall be the no smoking policy in PUVs. Showcase this week shall have a large SUV from GAC, the GS8, while for race weekend we shall have the highlights of the 2023 Sea Oil Radical Challenge Philippines Awards Night.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are on this week's episode of Motoring Today. Join us.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. Aside from full electric jeepneys, eFrancisco Motors is also looking at developing jeepneys powered by hydrogen. Local jeepney makers have always been criticized for being a backward industry using second-hand diesel engines and old vehicle assembly technology. A local maker of jeepneys is now moving to take jeepney manufacturing to the next level. eFrancisco Motors, headed by Elmer Francisco, has developed and will soon be rolling out full electric modern jeepneys. But in the long term, eFrancisco Motors also plans to develop jeepneys and other utility vehicles with engines powered by hydrogen, an abundant fuel, and does not emit toxic byproducts or emissions. eFrancisco Motors is partnering with United Kingdom-based global hydrogen group HDEX to develop jeepneys and other utility vehicles for local use, with engines powered by hydrogen to be produced locally.
We want to bring hydrogen fuel production here in the Philippines. So we will add it to our economic zone in Camarines Norte.
eFrancisco Motors is looking to integrate the plan to develop hydrogen-powered e-jeepneys and other vehicles to a plan to set up charging stations for battery-powered PUVs and other vehicles.
Because with our electric jeepneys, Francisco Motors will set up the charging stations, the charging infrastructure nationwide. With that infrastructure, we will also add our hydrogen refilling stations. Now, what we're doing is the full electric ones, the battery-operated electric vehicles. But later on, we can also shift entirely to pure hydrogen-powered jeepneys.
Some may think the plan for hydrogen-powered jeepneys or PUVs is a pie-in-the-sky initiative. Still, a forward-thinking local manufacturer of PUVs is great for the local transport sector. Meanwhile, motorists have been complaining about slow-moving e-bikes, causing chaos on national roads and major thoroughfares. Transportation authorities are looking at doing something about the complaints. Under existing Land Transportation Office regulations, vehicles classified as e-bikes with maximum speeds of 25 kilometers per hour or less are not required to be registered. Licenses to drive are not even required to operate such e-bikes. But under LTO regulations, they can't be used on national and other public roads. However, e-bikes are now seen on public roads and major thoroughfares, even on EDSA. And many motorists complain of e-bike drivers, many underage and obviously unlicensed, getting away with all sorts of traffic violations, adding to congestion and causing accidents. The LTO is not unaware of the problems caused by the proliferation and popularity of e-bikes and are looking at solutions.
We are coming up with a proposal. Pero to propose, kasi ngayon ang status natin sa mga electric bikes na ganyan. Pag tumatakbo yan less than 25 kilometers per hour, hindi kailangan i-register sa LTO. No? Although we'd like to deviate from that thinking, and we're coming up with a proposal, hindi pa to tapos, no? Pero kasi kahit less than 25 kilometers per hour yan, kung tumatakbo yan sa EDSA, diba? At ang sumasakay ay high school student, may hirap yata yun. No? Wala man lang lisensya. No? So we are coming up with a proposal that regardless of the speed of the vehicle, kailangan once you go to the public road, and that is supported, meron naman tayong batas na gano'n, kailangan rehistrado sa LTO. But we'd like to coordinate this with the local government units. No? Kasi ang mga LGUs po dati, may mga kanya-kanyang ordinansya tungkol din sa paggamit ng mga electric vehicles on the road.
The LTO is planning to meet with the MMDA to discuss the problems caused by the popularity of e-bikes. E-bikes are now called the kings of the road, ruling roads with impunity and seemingly not subject to any law of the land. Government should really do something about reining them in and to strictly regulate their use for the safety of every road user. Continuing, despite earlier promises of filling the backlogs in issuance of driver's licenses, backlogs remain and could possibly grow. The LTO is finally admitting that the problem of meeting the demand for proper driver's licenses remains and that it is hard up at finding solutions. According to LTO Chief Vigor Mendoza, the LTO needs at least 6 million plastic cards for licenses in 2024, aside from another 2.6 million to fill the backlogs from 2023. Only around 270,000 plastic cards are in supply, and these are expected to run out by the end of January, he said in earlier news reports. The LTO is now looking at seeking the help of other government agencies such as the National Printing Office, Apple Production Unit Inc., and Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas to source out plastic cards and for printing the licenses themselves. At the same time, the LTO is seeking advice or the opinion of the Office of the Solicitor General on how the agency can legally deal with or use the reported donation of 4 million plastic cards from the Philippine Society of Medicine for Drivers.
Ngayon, ang pinakabago namin, yung agency to agency. Bibili na lang kami dito sa government printing office, no? Whichever comes first now. So pag lumabas yung OSG opinion na maayos na lahat, then we can implement the donation.
Perhaps it's a good thing one doesn't have to renew a driver's license every year. And those who already have their plastic license cards are lucky. The longest one plastic license card can remain valid is now 10 years. And finally, if the daily congestion in metro streets is bothering you now, just wait till more vehicles get on the road this year. The automotive industry expects to see vehicle sales increasing by 10 to 15% in 2024 over the 429,000 sold in 2023. This was projected by executives of automotive companies which are members of the Chamber of Automotive Manufacturers of the Philippines, or CAMPI, during the first SPMJ Butch Gamboa Memorial Transportation Forum. During the forum, BPI lead economist John Neri said the Philippine economy will grow faster and bigger than projected globally, with the automotive industry leading the way for growth. Automotive sales grew 2.3% from around 420 units in 2022 to a little over 279,000 in 2023, although the number could be higher as this does not include sales from non-CAMPI members.
We just accepted 3 Chinese companies. In fact, 4. No? Oo. 4. And meron pa nag-a-apply. So, we very much welcome them because the way we see it, talagang they are really, I don't want to say this, a force to reckon with. No? It used to be, number of years ago, we can disregard the number of Chinese brands for statistics purpose, no? But recently, it has been a struggle to get the data from the Chinese makers, Chinese importers, on how many units they sell, no? And we are happy that they applied with CAMPI so that we could formally count the number of Chinese brands, and they are increasing. The numbers have been increasing. So definitely this year we'll see growth as well for Chinese brands, no? And we are confident that we will be able to get more accurate figures because they are actually already in the association. Yeah.
CAMPI also expects more hybrid and electric vehicles on the road in 2024.
Of course, many brands are really pushing for hybrid also. The composition of hybrid versus pure electric is about like what, 95% pa is hybrid, no? So yeah, we welcome of course pure electric. In fact, Lexus also has one, other brands as well, no? And I'm sure Toyota would also bring in other brands. Please, what's your plans, no, for bringing in pure electric? I'm sure meron. Chinese brands are actually aggressive in saying that they will bring in electric vehicle. So we welcome that. That's the direction.
Transport authorities should already be thinking of ways to mitigate the effects of more vehicles on the road. Those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. By this time, we should be seeing whether there are enough transport options for commuters in Metro Manila, with traditional jeepneys that have not applied for consolidation not allowed to ply routes. Still, Motoring Forum discusses the thinking of transport authorities and jeepney groups on this issue. This time, transport authorities seem to have not blinked in the standoff with drivers and operators of traditional jeepneys, still opposed to a consolidation as part of the government's PUV modernization program. Those opposed have been warned that they would be disenfranchised. They would be apprehended and penalized as colorum if they ply routes starting in February. Those still contesting the legal basis and the PUVMP process, however, also are not blinking, warning of a transport crisis if government would persist in stopping unconsolidated traditional jeepneys from plying their routes. In a press statement, a transport group claimed that over 500 PUV routes in Metro Manila do not have enough consolidated jeepneys and UV Express units to meet demand. The pagkakaisa ng mga samahan ng tsuper at operator nationwide said there were 395 jeepney routes and 108 UV Express routes in the capital region that have no consolidated units. Piston added that there are 337 jeepney routes and 68 UV Express routes in Metro Manila that have less than 60% consolidation. But the LTFRB sees no transport crisis developing in Metro Manila or elsewhere.
Wala po kami nakikitang krisis. As of now po, yung mga rutang yun na nabakantihan po, may mga handang mga iba-ibang modes of public transport, jeep, UV, bus, and sa Metro Manila Rail na pwede pong pumuno doon sa mga naiwanan ng mga hindi nag-consolidate.
Heading into the end of the January extension, given traditional jeepneys to continue to ply their routes without applying for the consolidation, the LTFRB said it would give special permits to unconsolidated PUVs and routes identified as not having enough consolidated units to meet passenger demand.
We have already mapped out all these routes in Metro Manila. Ilan ba dito yung 60% na nag-consolidate, ilan po yung less than 60% at ilan ho yung zero nga. Meron hong sasagot na ibang modes or ibang rota po.
The LTFRB assured commuters that there would still be enough modes of transport when unconsolidated jeepneys stop plying their routes. Transport groups opposing consolidation and the PUVMP think this is more of wishful thinking by the LTFRB.
yung taong bayan ang tanungin natin. Kahit na nakikita nila yung paghihirap ng mga mananakay, ng mga commuters na hirap umuwi, hirap pumas, nagbubulag-bulagan sila.
Commuters should now be experiencing a more difficult time looking for rides. That is expected. How much more difficult is the question still to be answered? Another is how would this affect government's resolve to continue with the PUVMP? That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
Isuzu D-Max.
I'm a revolution.
Into new heights.
You're back with us here on Motoring Today, and we now have this week's important motoring tips. Starting off with some road safety reminders from Toyota Motor Philippines. If you are on a multi-lane highway, mahigpit na ipinagbabawal ang tumawid papunta sa kabilang parte ng highway. As seen on the animation, you can overtake on your lane provided that it is safe to do so. Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. Here's Payang Choper this week.
Payong Choper lang kaibigan, ako po si Hares. Isa po ang kapwa ninyo Choper. Baka di nyo alam, ang paninigarilyo ay matagal nang ipinagbabawal sa mga pampublikong sasakyan.
Respeto na lang po sa ating mga pasahero, lalo na sa mga di naninigarilyo na sakay mo. Kung ang mga pasahero ay di pwedeng manigarilyo, lalo na sigurong bawal manigarilyo ang nagmamaneho. Ang usok na dulot ng sigarilyo mo ay puwerhisyo sa taong nakakalanghap nito. Kapag naninigarilyo ang driver, wala ang atensyon niya sa pagmamaneho. Baka di mo mamalayan, wala na pala sa direksyon ang pagmamaneho.
Kaya sundin ang batas na ito para makaiwas makaperwisyo. Ito po si Haris Morales, Payong Choper lang kaibigan. Mula sa isang kapwa niyo Choper.
Life should be filled with stories to be liked and loved. Elevate your drive with the new Honda City. Take value and performance to the next level so you can view more places and check into new experiences. With Honda Sensing, you can do all these with peace of mind with its modern design and advanced features. The new Honda City is for those who are ready to step up their game. The new Honda City. Elevate your drive.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. World of Motorsports is next.
In motorsports news, reigning champion Jake Dennis won round 2 of the 2024 Formula E World Championship, that first race of a doubleheader at Diriyah in Saudi Arabia. Coming in second, more than 13 seconds after Dennis, was Jean-Eric Verne of DS Penske, who started from pole. Third across the line in round 2 was Nick Cassidy of Jaguar TCS Racing, gifted the last place on the podium by teammate Mitch Evans, who overcooked a last lap lunge for second and dropped to fifth. In the second of the Diriyah doubleheader, Nick Cassidy gave Jaguar its first win of the season and take the points lead in the all-electric championship. Robin Frizzens of Envision Racing Robin came in second on the Diriyah Street Circuit, finishing ahead of Oliver Rowland of Nissan. After 3 rounds of the 2024 Formula E season, Cassidy has a 19-point advantage over Porsche's Pascal Wehrlein, winner of the opening race in Mexico City. Jaguar now leads the team standings, 31 points clear of Penske. The 4th round of the FIA Formula E World Championships takes place in Sao Paulo, Brazil on March 16.
More in the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. This race weekend takes us not to the racetrack, but a bar, the Mansion Sports Bar and Lounge, for the awards night of the 2023 Sea Oil Radical Challenge Philippines. It's a fun and relaxing night to honor the champions and last season's achievers, as well as to recall the exciting and action-packed season of the Radical Challenge.
Is our 3rd year of officially racing with the series, the championship. Every year we participate is about growth, about inspiring new generations of drivers competing with us. Obviously we have Inigo, who's just behind me, who's our back-to-back champion, and he's created an illustrious career for himself already, proving himself as the fastest Filipino in the country in the fastest racing series, which I think we're all at Radical very immensely proud of, in this being a very new project. Obviously our other drivers, Miguel Quiñones, Joaquin Garrido, who have proven themselves internationally in karting and in Formula 4 also racing with us too, has been immense for our program. And I think this year our target is, if we can get past double digits for the grid, it would be the most ideal. But I think again, being able to produce new upcoming racing drivers, drivers who have always had the passion, businessmen, fans, to just get close to what it's like to be in a fast car is really what Radical and the experience is all about. Being a racing driver and maybe even having the stereotype that we like to go fast, racing has always taught me the dangers of being in a fast vehicle. So if ever I've learned how to be safer on the road because of that. Obviously when you're in a normal road car, you don't have the same safety equipment that you experience when you're on the track. So you become more aware of why you have to respect the rules on the road in that case. So I think racing and motorsport, given that we do drivers briefings, given that we're recognized by the AAP, our local governing body that supports and stewards our racing, it teaches our drivers discipline, it teaches our drivers to respect the speed, to respect one another, and to always drive safely on and off the racetrack.
It actually feels good to be with the fastest drivers, especially with Inigo Anton and Joaquin Garrido. And obviously it's not easy to be the fastest or one of the fastest. A lot of hard work, so a lot of dedication in it. Maybe the biggest challenge that we had this whole season is trying to figure out the setup for the car and how it can be more comfortable for me to drive around the track for about 12 laps. So yeah, that was the biggest challenge, and how we overcome it is by just testing a lot, keeping cool and being relaxed. Obviously a lot of frustration in it, but me and the team, DRQ, tried our best to keep a level-headed cool and just actually work through the challenges.
Of course, it feels great again to be able to, do it with a new team, with Motul, Team MRD, and to become back-to-back champions in the Radical Cup Philippines. It's truly an honor, and really glad that I was able to continue the winning streak. But I know, it'll just keep getting harder. So, looking forward to, more to come. we'll see with our options, but hopefully we could also compete internationally in Formula 4 Southeast Asia. That's the plan again, since I was able to do one round last year. So hopefully we can continue that with our sponsors, but let's see for the future. Maybe I could do some rounds in Radical here in the Philippines as well.
I want to thank Marlon Stockinger, Enrique Cornelio, and all the Radical teams, especially Inigo Anton and Joaquin Garrido, especially Jason Chuachoy. Unfortunately, he's not here. But I want to thank all of them because they pursued me to try a different kind of racing, especially since Radical Racing is still brand new here in the Philippines. And support about it is not as big as other races, but it's probably one of the best races that I've actually had, and how it feels more like a family. So the more and more it feels like a family, it feels more like everyone is welcome to do anything. And for me, that's actually a really good thing, because at least you can be friends with anyone and anything and still not feel alone. So this is a really good season and a good series.
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the organizers of Radical Cup Philippines. Thank you for being such a supportive racing series. It's truly helped me, become a better race car driver and prepared me for more international races to come. Thank you to my sponsor, Motul Infinite Serve, as well as Team MRD for giving me such a quick car this season. We've been an amazing team this year, and hopefully, we'll have more opportunities and more challenges to come for 2024.
I think if you're a racing driver, a fan, someone who's interested in motorsport, it always starts with passion. Passion gets you to the track. Passion maybe gets you into a racing seat. And if you love it enough, maybe you have the chance to prove yourself as a driver, maybe also race with us in Radical. And, check us out on our social media pages. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. We're also at the racetrack. We're racing again this year. So hope to see you guys soon and experience Radical Motorsport Philippines with us too.
If there is one thing that can be said about the awards night, it's that teams and drivers are looking forward to a third season of the Radical Challenge. And that's this week's World of Motorsports. We'll be back after this short break.
If you're having problems sa cars, if there's any problems, especially with the paint, if you wanted to have the paint corrected, just let us know, just give us a call, drop by our shop so we could assess, para we could show you and give you yung gagawin natin sa cars nyo, especially for the paint job. So we could detail the car and probably put ceramic coating on it. Our shop also offers ceramic coating, interior, exterior, engine, and glass detailing. We also offer premium car wash. We also do paint job, certain panels na kailangan natin i-repaint. So we also do that. We also do a wash over paint also for cars. So
our Car of the Week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. In this showcase, we take a look at the four-wheel drive variant of the GS8, GAC's entry in the very competitive premium large SUV segment.
There are SUVs and there are premium SUVs. And among SUVs, it is no longer size, engine performance, reliability, and practicality that wins the fight for sales. Now, more factors are comfort levels, advanced tech for performance and connectivity, and versatility, all packaged in an SUV that looks and feels premium. Of course, brand name still gets in the way of buying decisions. A brand like GAC still has to earn local credit to be a factor in the buying decision. So can it earn that credit with its entry into the large premium SUV segment with a GAC GS8 4WD AT? The GS8 has the size to be considered a large SUV, 4,835mm long, 1,910mm wide, and 1,770mm tall, with 2,800mm long wheelbase. Does it look premium? If your idea of premium is clean lines, beefy but not muscular hood and fenders, chrome grille design that convey both strength and elegance, then the GS8 looks premium. These days, premium also means advanced LED lighting systems that look modern and with added functionality. The GAC GS8 6AT 4WD features matrix LED headlights with adaptive front lighting system that automatically distributes the light depending on vehicle speed and steering input, and also features auto on-off and follow me home function. It also got LED daytime running lights, double U-shaped LED combination tail lamps, LED high-mounted brake lamp, front and rear fog lamps. The side mirrors are heated, power fold and adjust and feature turn light indicators as well as intelligent memory function. The GS8 four-wheel drive variants rolled out locally also feature power liftgate and 19-inch aluminum alloy wheels wrapped by 245/55 series tires. Does the cabin and interior of the GS8 four-wheel drive speak premium and luxury? The cabin is quite roomy and features lots of leather, scented rosewood grain inlays, soft surfaces and trims, and some piano black too. The piano black is found on the ultra-wide center console, where can be found a tray for the wireless charger, the rotary control for the intelligent four-wheel drive system, switches for the electronic parking brake and brake auto hold, as well as the chromium-plated and dressed-in leather shift lever, among other neat things. The cabin has more than enough room to comfortably sit 7 adults, even large ones. The driver's seat power adjusts 10 ways, the front passenger just 4 ways. The driver's seat also features a programmable memory function to set 3 configurations. The second seat for 3 splits and slides. Slid back all the way, the seat provides over 1 meter of legroom. The third row seat can also be folded and stowed fully flat to provide up to 860 liters of space for luggage and other cargo. The GS8 four-wheel drive also has numbers that add to great premium comfort and convenience as well as safety. 105 intelligent buttons to assist driver have 1-second accessible control over vehicle functions. 3 independent automatic air conditioning zones. 1 supersized panoramic sunroof with power sunshade. 3 screens from which driver gets information and control various functions of the GS8. 1 is the 7-inch digital intelligent information cluster in front of the driver. The second is a 10-inch full-color LCD center control panel on the dash. The third is a screen of the driver's smartphone. All 3 can be interconnected. 10 Onkyo speakers for the Harman Kardon audio-video entertainment system, which comes with a 10-inch color touchscreen display, Bluetooth hands-free phone system, USB ports. Sitting behind the wheel of GS8 is an experience in power and luxury. The leather-trimmed multi-functional steering wheel is heated and comes with paddle shifters. Everything needed to operate the large SUV for comfort, entertainment, performance needs is within easy reach, and every information needed available with a mere glance. Always smoothly or instantaneously available with some steady pressure on the accelerator pedal are 148 kilowatts of horsepower and 320 Nm of torque from the 1991cc e-turbo diesel engine mated to a 6-speed transmission. The engine is set to comply with Euro 5 emission regulations. The GS8 four-wheel drive is equipped with a second-generation intelligent four-wheel drive i4WD system, which can recognize and distribute driving power to the front or back wheels depending on the conditions of the road or terrain. According to GAC, the GS8 four-wheel drive powertrain offers an assortment of 6 configurable driving modes: sand, mud, snow, intelligent, sports, and economic. Complementing this is the 4-wheel independent suspension on the GS8, using front McPherson struts and multi-link beams in the rear, tuned to provide great driving comfort and confident handling on and off roads. Driving confidence on GS8 also comes from a brake system using discs on all wheels, ventilated in front and solid in the rear. Helping prevent drivers from mishaps from overly enthusiastic driving are such systems as electronic stability program, hydraulic brake assist, hill start control, and hill descent control. Other driver assist and safety features include lane departure warning, lane change assist. Parking or driving in very tight spaces is also made easier by the surround view parking system, backup camera system, and 8 front and rear sensors. Installed for safety and security on the GS8 4-wheel drive are 8 airbags, and seat belts for 7, ISOFIX child safety anchors, impact sensing door unlock, engine immobilizer with anti-theft alarm, and tire pressure monitoring system.
Perhaps now, the GAC GS8 should now always be in the conversation among those looking for a large premium SUV. That's our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry takes center stage.
The all-new Mitsubishi Triton has finally arrived, and at the formal launch of the mid-size pickup, Mitsubishi Motors Philippines President and CEO Takeshi Hara expressed confidence on the replacement of the name Strada and will gain a bigger share of the market for pickups.
Now we are full, and the segment market share we try to compete with other big rivals. Great rival Toyota Hilux and Ford Ranger, Nissan Navara. They're so great, but I'm very confident to conquest their market share, and I would try to build up a bit more bigger sales of pickup.
The all-new Triton has been developed from scratch by Mitsubishi to meet the needs and wants of its customer base.
We developed this all-new Triton from scratch. Chassis or cabin or powertrain, and we developed from scratch. We corrected so many customers' voice, not only here in Manila, Philippines, and all over the world. So all of them, all brand new, especially drivability, comfortableness.
Mitsubishi is offering 7 variants of the all-new Triton with prices ranging from 1.134 million pesos to 1.909 million pesos to meet various wants, needs, and uses for pickups.
Mitsubishi would like to make Filipino customers ride better. So you can enjoy wherever, adventure or a great urban life or workforce or daily business, everything this great vehicle can cover.
One of the highlights is the one-of-a-kind rally experience with Hiroshi Matsuoka, 2-time Dakar Rally champion 2002 and 2003, and live band performance with Rocksteady. Suzuki Philippines has brought in the 5-door Jimny, seeking to broaden the appeal of the small SUV with part-time 4-drive capability that has gained cult-like popularity locally with its 3-door variant. The new Jimny 5-door seamlessly incorporates all the practical and functional design elements of a 3-door Jimny with an extended wheelbase to provide a roomier cabin and more luggage space.
The Jimny stands out because of its off-road capabilities. This has been the DNA of Jimny ever since. Coupled with advanced technology, safety features, and with the compact trail, compact footprint, the Jimny offers unique and versatile vehicle for this segment. So if I may say that Jimny currently is the most affordable 5-seater, ladder frame, part-time 4-wheel drive in the market.
The new Jimny 5-door is available in 3 variants. The Jimny 5-door GL manual transmission priced at 1,558,000 pesos. The Jimny 5-door GLX AT at 1,698,000 pesos. and the Jimny 5-door GLX AT 2-tone at 1,708,000 pesos.
We position the Jimny 5-door to offer exceptional value in its segments. As for price, it depends on the variant and the future, but we believe that this is the most affordable part-time 4x4 SUV models in the market.
The 5-door Jimny is powered by the same 1.5-liter gasoline engine that comes with a 3-door variant.
Yeah, indeed, Jimny is larger and with added weight. However, we need to recognize that the 1.5-liter engine that Jimny uses has proven its power and efficiency on other models of Suzuki, such as the 7-seater MPVs like the Ertiga and the XL7, also including our Carry, who has a payload capacity of over 1 ton. So we are confident that the Jimny can deliver performance both on-road and off-road.
To all viewers and to all Jimny fans, we cannot wait for you to experience enhanced feature, versatility, and excitement. This model will bring Suzuki fans. We would like to invite you to book test drive through Suzuki website or visiting Suzuki 3S dealership in nationwide to get first-hand looks and feel of Suzuki Jimny 5-door. Maraming salamat.
Inchcape Philippines local distributor of Mercedes-Benz trucks and buses has partnered with Sojitz Fuso Philippines Corporation to open a new multi-brand facility along Mindanao Avenue in Quezon City. Operated by iCats Motor Incorporated, the multi-brand facility will handle sales and after-sales vehicles of the Mercedes-Benz and Fuso commercial vehicles.
We're up in our Mindanao Avenue commercial vehicle dealership. It was traditionally a Mercedes-Benz truck and bus dealership, and now today we've just announced that this will be a joint branded facility alongside with Fuso.
The Mindanao Avenue dealership features a display area and working bays with special tools catering to both light and heavy-duty commercial vehicles.
Previously has always been heavy trucks up on the upper scale, predominantly you'll see for tippers, for 10-wheelers, tractor heads, and now we're going to have a full line of trucks from small to mid-size to full-size. So here at Inchcape Philippines at Mindanao Avenue, we have a full range from entry all the way up to the top.
Geely Philippines aims to enhance the after-sales service experience of Geely owners and regain customer trust. This is one of the main goals of the new president and CEO of Sojitz G Auto Philippines, President and CEO Naoyuki Takeda. The new man at the helm of Geely Philippines was formally introduced recently to the motoring media at an exclusive dinner and socials event held at the Geely North EDSA.
My first priority is to improve the after-sales service and the customer satisfaction. And then we'd like to regain the customer trust.
Another goal is to introduce more sustainable and innovative vehicles. At the event, Geely gave media a preview of the Geometry C, a full electric vehicle.
There is a potential of the EV market in the Philippines, but still there is the challenges. Today, the customer's acceptance or maybe the road condition or something like that, the practicality in the Philippines to environment or road condition or something like that. So first we have to test and before launching the vehicle.
And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to check us out on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 37th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with the lifelong commitment to promote road safety. In honor of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa. Happy motoring!